Hey everyone, so my bad. I got into creating something that's gonna go live tomorrow, something fun. It's a door game, and I just finished filming it, realized that I went past time. I used to set myself an actual alarm clock to make sure I wasn't late, so this is my bad. I'm being very unprofessional, but I'm here for Dragonflight FAIL. I'm just trying to load up WoW now, and since we know I've dropped doing the pre-screens for and the end screens for the gamer nights. I'll just keep them for my shows like the guild meetings on every other Saturday, Tuckin' and Chill on the Fridays, and Tuesdays Riddle Me Din Din, because those are the more cerebral shows. The gamer shows, I'm not going to do it because it just takes up too much memory. And I don't like things crashing when I'm talking live to you. Now I'm just trying to set this so that I will be able to see, I can verify that I can see if anyone's in the chat space, where they are. I'm not going to bother with any gear today. I'm just going to go as me. I was on fire earlier this afternoon. We went to Hogwarts. I saw Hero and I saw Tish Adams at that time. And their names are going to pop up again. So the frustration is I have to make my game area so small so that I can see the chatters, and that's kind of bothering me. I don't have enough space. I don't have enough screen space for all of this stuff, and that is part of the problem. I'm trying to squish it as much as I can, but at some point I need to see as well. And I really wish I could just get one of those projectors and like have a whole big blank wall across from my couch and just like project this video game onto it. I think that would be awesome, and then I could take a picture of myself standing next to myself. I'd love that. But I'm told those bulbs are very expensive, so I don't bother. Not right now anyways, maybe one day. Okay, so we're getting ready to go in. For anyone who does play a WoW, they're right now trying to sell a pet pack for Ukraine. It looks like some kind of flaming baby hippogriff and one of those little Murgles, the little frog people. Very cute. Adopt Sunny and Flurky. Sunny and Flurky to support the Ukraine. Yeah. Okay. So the game's just coming up now. I will get it into view in a moment. Let's see here. I've been moving things around so much today that I have to remember I have to reshuffle things back for certain shows. And I'm doing it now. No viewers on yet. Probably they won't be because they've already been on. I've seen Dark Alice and Harry Potter today. We moved our guild, 3 of us, Dina Corinne, Dark Alice, and myself. And I think Tess was out there today helping us out. And we went from 5th place to 2nd place. So good job everybody there. Everything's not responding and shutting itself down today. You're not seeing these screens, but I'm seeing them. I'm trying to open them again. I actually did go through this afternoon and try to erase a lot of unnecessary assets. And because the screens are whited out, and we saw this with Harry Potter today too, it whited itself out. I can't put anything up behind me. So we're waiting for a boot up. Basically, it says it's not responding. We're waiting. This is the typical these days. It's no longer saying not responding. The purple stripe is up. But I'm waiting for the rest of the picture. It is somehow, I hate when it resets itself and I have to keep going back in. So it must have had an update. Although updates are supposed to happen on Tuesdays. And it's not responding to me. It has taken over my whole screen. Even my mouse has turned green. It says it's logging into game server, but also it says it's not responding. Come on, Blizzard, you're taking me off. I'm on version 10.1.5, 50747, release time 64, August the 2nd, 2023. So August the 2nd was the last boot up. There are 2 parts of the final world I haven't been in yet, the 2 newest areas. So I know that should be something we should try to do. Originally I was feeling up for PvP yesterday, but I'm kind of tired now. I've been on the computer way too much. I went out at least to have dinner in a public place, but that spends money. There's just nothing much to do here when you're by yourself. Yeah. I found the park I could go walking in the mornings, though. At least while it's good weather. I got some maybe not so good news from the person that was hoping to hire me. They can't find my other references, so I've written out to my references hoping that they're not on the land right now, because if they're out on the land, we're not going to hear from them for another couple of weeks, and by then it'll be too late. They'll skip me and go to the person whose references they can find, and that ruins yet another year of my life without a proper, secure job, and I really hate that. Oh, if you're not house secure, you're not gaming secure either. Okay. This thing is taking over my whole screen. It's trying to make me play the other faction. I'm trying to tell it to let me go. And I have to get into the game before I can get out of this screen that's taking over everything, because I can't work the options from here. And everything's frozen. So you're probably hearing my voice. Oh my goodness, if this is another bomb night because of computer issues, I'm so checked at that. So many of my characters have been turned into, I don't know why they did it. Oh, gear updates. I haven't gone into all of my alts. I just don't have the time. But at least it looks like I've done some of it. And I have 2 realms to check. So, I'm in both Drennan and Rather. Originally I was in Agamagan, the giant pig boss in the area next to the place that used to be a desert now is full of water. Daisy Duke's down in there. 1,000 Needles. Next to that fall off. Where we used to play Death Dive Duel Day. Till they filled it with water and I can't dive when you jump. That took away a really fun guild event where a lot of people showed up and won a lot of gold. Well, I did a good job back in the day. I did, as a guild master. I really did. I am so sorry. This is totally frozen. Totally frozen, and I can't get out of it. I can't even reduce the screen to see the other screen. So if there are any subscribers or viewers that have popped in, I'm saying hello to you, but I cannot reach the screen right now because it's layered by Blizzard. It was slated for the next set of updates on Tuesday. Come on, man. It's not even letting me pick my game character. It's also not showing them. It's like when you log into the game and no NPC is visible. It's like that, except it's happening on my loading screen, which just sucks. And we're in another night where if no one's here by 11, I'm going to just bail because I don't need to stare at broken screens all night. I'm actually really happy with these games, the door games, as they're called. Harry Potter fans make them all the time. I'm sure they're made with other themes as well, but Harry Potter ones are really pretty good. So I took a look at what their themes are to make my own versions. And I know we don't have a big fantasy world or lore created yet, but I'm hoping to sculpt it over time. But I'm using representations of different subscribers, and I've got others represented today than I haven't represented yet in the first one that I did. So I'm happy about that. Some of them, if I met them through World of Warcraft, I pulled it from there. If they were characters that I featured on, my shoulder or by my foot in a bunch of videos or live streams, I've included those sometimes, like the little mascots. And also Wow, I've reduced the screen, but it's all blanked out again as white with a green timer on it, hourglass, and I still can't pick my character to play. Dumb. Also recently, in the past couple weeks, I've been sneezing whenever I'm in the pool. Not anywhere else, when I'm in the pool. And I'm noticing other people are sneezing a lot too. Does that mean there's a contaminant in the water? Because I'm feeling like it smells like a porta potty in there, and I'm worried about getting an infection. But they say that their pool recycles the water out to a holding tank that disinfects it every, like, 4 times throughout the day. But I just don't know. I just don't know. It's raining again right now. It's been raining a lot. I haven't felt like this was much of a summer. I've at least been very busy with this, so that I can't say that I was bored this summer. Like last summer was pretty low, but last summer I also had surgeries and had to stay in bed. So basically what I did was I moved my bed to be in front of my window, so at the time of day the sun could come in. I was telling myself I was sun tanning there. It's actually quite comfortable if you have to be in bed. I got a better tan from the one day outside swimming back at the end of July out in Blue Mountains than I have since. But I have done a good job of keeping myself busy and keeping my brain busy, which I kind of think it's a real punishment when you have an active brain and you can't do anything. It's so frustrating, and then I think about all the dogs that are highly intelligent enough and their owners don't play with them enough, which is most people. Giving them things to do, problems to solve, games to play, commands to learn. They like working. They want something to do. And I miss my dogs because every hour on the hour they would tell me, get up off this computer. They'd stick their noses under my hands and put it on their heads and say, why are you sitting there staring? I'm right here. Let's go do stuff. And I miss that. It's cost me a few pounds not having a dog to ask me to go do stuff. But they were very uncannily aware of the time. It was clockwork. Every hour on the hour, 15 minutes, we get up and go. They were pretty happy. If I didn't do it, they would be relentless. And rightly so. They get shorter lives than us. We should do stuff with them. Anyways, that's my rant for today because no one's here to stop me. I can say anything I want. So I've been looking through Party City, which is owned by Canadian Tire. Anyone who's not from Canada, it's like our general store, our big general store, and it also has like they own gas stations. Some of their stores have it out in front of their store, and they have mechanics on site to do stuff with your cars, usually on one side of their mart, and all the stuff you need for a household, and all the stuff you need actually for outdoor living and sports and everything. I was actually happy back during COVID that I could find a life jacket that was pretty and feminine that fit me so I could go kayaking the year we couldn't use a swimming pool last summer. So I'd say the way I've spent my summer between last year and this year is super different once I was able to get up and mobile again. But I will say, at least in the time that I had to be in bed, that is when I discovered Vox Kuma, the ASMR people. And I don't even know how long this stuff's been going on, but I don't know anybody who knew anything about this stuff. And it might be considered weird by some people, and yet by others it's very interesting. And I was very interested to dive in all about it. So I'm seeing a loading screen. I'm going to try to get this showing. Try this again. The loading screen is loading now. The little blue line is moving across the page. And we're looking at the 5 dragon aspects. Now the Streamlabs desktop is spinning. Can't win. Can't win. Also, I'm listening to my voice in some of my videos and I find it very highly squeaky. So thank you to everyone who told me my voice was soothing. I have to work on it. I know I used to have a really sexy secretary voice, but that's been gone for at least a decade. Oh, when I was a kid, I really tried to do all that mess with people. They used to think I was much older than I was. We had to hide the fact that as a child I was helping my parents with their business. It was cheaper than hiring somebody. Come in on the weekends. Hello? How can I help you? That's not how it sounded. Also, when I get laryngitis, I actually sound like a mafia princess. It's pretty cool. And that's the only time I'll ever sing in public. That's when I'll start singing clubs, because I have that voice. And after I've sang like that a few times, they're like, oh, this is a really cool, like deep, sexy female voice. And then, and with my accent, of course. And then as I heal, and they say, could you sing for us? No, it's your turn to sing now. You're in the choir, you sing. I've already demonstrated when we met. I wait till I get laryngitis again before I do it. It's just best for everybody, really. Okay, we've got a screen up. It's gonna be a small gameplay view. I'm actually not feeling it today. I was so pumped for a couple of days to do PvP. I was feeling pretty good. But I was also on the high of knowing that I had lost weight last month. I have not lost a pound this month at all. I am plateaued, and that is a dangerous thing. I got into beef, broccoli, vegetables, and almonds today, heated with chilies, but there's soy in it. So I'm not sure. And I had the hot and sour soup. I had more soup than meal. I put half of it in the fridge, but I'm not sure because I'm not supposed to have soy. So we're going to find out tomorrow on the scale. But I did swim for 2 hours today. Last time I went to plunge, was it a day or two ago? I swam for 3 hours straight. My shoulders were actually tired. But I used to swim for 4. So, and on the weekends I would be in there longer. So I've kind of figured out how much I'm burning and how much it's costing me if I don't do more than an hour in a day. An hour and a half, it's not going to budge weight, but it'll maintain 2 or more. It has to be 2 or more to even budge a half a pound. So that's what I've learned, because I'm not racing on the pace that I'm swimming. I'm swimming at a pace that I can sustain for a longer period because of my nerve damage and stuff. So, So, you can see how long it's taking, that blue line, but it is moving. So, we're just waiting on that. So, yeah. Oh, there we go. I could fix something. Okay, there shouldn't be any black anymore. I'm going to lock that in. I don't know what I'm going to do when we get in the game. I'm feeling blah, very blah. Oh, there are old achievements I would like to crush because I think I was talking to Piscana, and to go back to Legion and stuff and crush some raids by ourselves at these levels gets us some good gold or gear or something. I'm finding that in Dragonflight I am not making any gold at all. With all the trading costs and stuff, I seem to waver all around the same amount. Not so good. But I do have my other alt sitting on enough gold to get me 1 more WoW token. It's just that for now I'm letting this ride on my credit card until September, and then I have to think about it. Oh, I used to just live to get the guild gold to keep playing the tokens. I think I went through the last couple of years like that, but now I have to I have to actually catch up to myself again because I don't want to live online. I like to be here, but then I like to get up and move around and interact with people. I don't know how to meet someone my own age. Everywhere I go is old people, old women. 1 in 10 has a man that's still alive. They're not divorced. Very few. And there's a whole bunch of new people that are moving in and out of this building. It's constant that people are moving in and out of this building. In Quebec, there's only 1 day of the month legally that anyone's allowed to move, so everybody moves on the 1st of the month. And that's it, and that's all there is. And, but this in and out thing means we're constantly on just 1 elevator. I'm surprised, though, that I'm up on the 11th floor, so I'm up on the 11th floor. It only takes me a minute or two, literally, to go down the stairs, but to come back up the stairs, that's not going to happen. It takes much longer, and I don't enjoy the feeling. But going down, it's a breeze. I was surprised about that. Yeah. So sometimes I just go down the stairs, but coming back in, I want that elevator. And also the other thing is, I don't know what people are doing or carrying through these elevators. I'm going to say I'm seeing a lot more newborn babies coming in here. There used to be a lot of old people. But they're dying. Literally, they're dying. Feeling quite a lot of deaths here. The ambulance is taking people out. But, you know, with the diapers and stuff, it just smells so bad. And I hope that I'm not trapped in the elevator for so long that I smell like that when I'm going out to do the things that I'm going to do. I really hope I'm not smelling to people. So I got into this DIY air room spray stuff, and I've learned for use for my artificial vanilla extract, although the real one is the one that they recommend that you use, with rose essential oil and water. It smells so lovely. And while I know that might be a more old-fashioned scent, it doesn't smell old. It smells nice. And I like coming in and that subtleness is there. It's not a very strong, it doesn't stick like a chemical does, but it's there in the air. But I've gone through it so fast. And I've got other flavors, but I just got to really surprisingly liked it. So yeah. So for the last 2 weeks of July and a tiny bit of the beginning of August, I got to smell like a rose whenever I walked into my apartment, which is what made going into smelly, dirty elevators worse. But this isn't the worst place I've ever lived. I don't know anyone who knew me. I don't post the real pictures on Facebook anymore, but if you remember the kind of ghetto places that I've lived, the ghetto way that I've lived, it's been some scary, sad places, man. I don't think I kept those pictures, but there was a time on Facebook I really shared. Oh man. This loading screen hasn't budged in a little bit, and you're just hearing a little too much. And it's been 22 minutes. I'm so sorry. On top of me being late, this is just too long trying to log in. I'm really hating it. It's killing my mood. But I will say I have a video to launch for tomorrow, which is a game that you can play if you're into imagination stuff, just for the fun of it, just for a laugh. But really, people, please leave me your comments in the comment section so that I know what you think about this stuff, because if you don't like it, and I hear that from a lot of you, I won't do it anymore. Although I do have a couple more ideas to do. I won't make it the same theme every time. I'm trying a slightly different theme every time. I'm basically modeling them after what a lot of Harry Pan never cook with a Harry Pan. It's just a bad plan. Alright, but Harry Potter fans do it, and I thought I could do that. And although everyone knows the lore of Harry Potter, so it makes more sense, I'm hoping that because some of us have got a rapport in the live feeds that and using your names and because I'm naming my monsters after you guys, all my subscribers are, I'm trying to use that to as best advantage as I can to make it fun. And I want to know in the comments when you play the door game that you see popping up tomorrow, and the two that I've already made. I launched one as a sneak peek on Saturday's guild meeting, and there's one that came out in somewhere in the end of July. I did one just to see if anyone would pick it up. No, I don't know, but if you guys, all my subscribers, hear this and you go in there, might have some fun with it. And I want to know in the comments after the video, what did you think? And if you can think of a different theme that you'd want me to try, just let me know and I can deliver. Well, look at that. My avatar is talking to you through telepathy because she's not ringing with me right now. What is going on? She was perfectly fine this afternoon. Come on, Venus. Come on. My other half, my body. Come on. I'm just the soul talking. Your body's got to deliver the message, man. Come on, you're supposed to be more than pretty. You are not Barbie. Come on now. Now you hear me do it. I'm trying to get her to track my mouth. Oh, this is a bust all the way around. It is not completing. If you can see the blue line down there. Wow, she's not rigging with me at all, right? Everything needs a reboot, I'm guessing. Wake up, wake up. She likes this blue-haired guy. She's into blue. Yeah, she's not even turning her head. No good, no good. Here, you might as well just... I didn't make you to be a bimbo, girl. Move your mouth, talk, talk. Oh, now she's disappeared from my screen. Come on. I want to marry him. You can have it here. I'm gonna bend and post everybody. I'm gonna call this a bust for the night. It's just not happening. What I'll do, tomorrow's a holiday in my country, so what I'll do is I'll pick a time when I'm in the mood. It's going to be in the evening when there's no sun up, because while the sun is up, I'm going to head outside and try to get a tan. I'm going to try to forget that I'm holding my breath about my references being found in time for me to get the job or not. I don't want to hear the bad news. If bad news is coming, I want to hear good news, so I'm going to go keep myself busy out on the land, and I won't be back until sun's going down. Sometime after sundown, maybe around 8 o'clock, I'm not sure. I'll come in and I'll try Dragonflight then, when I'm more in the mood. And, yeah. It's almost been a half an hour. I hate wasting the time of life being seated when nothing good is happening. Like the bar, let's see here. See if I can show you. This bar has to hit the end, and it's been sitting there like that for a while since, and my avatar's not reading, so I think that there's a whole stall on the whole thing. I'll have to take another time. I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it tomorrow, where I move more. All of these new videos I've made in August, I mean, it's so easy to collect videos so fast, and the Audacity files for the sound MP3 bytes that I make to put behind my voice, because I'm also you know what, I'm forgetting to put in the comments that I'm doing binaural beats. I add binaural beats. I do mixes underneath the sound of the music, and I put them 2 to 3 decibels apart usually, one left ear, right ear, and all that. And sometimes I keep something in the center, because I layer sounds a lot of the time. And yeah, so that's why I do that. And today I know that person went out and used it, and now well, you know what, I saw like 3 of our subscribers today when I was ad-libbing the fire curse, the fire something curse at me. Yeah, so it's all good. It's all good. I knew that Hero Flame wouldn't be here tonight. They're out for the movies. I hope you're having a wonderful movie. The only movie out there right now that I haven't seen that I'd want to see might be Megalodon, but also I think that's grim, so maybe I don't want to see that. Jaws did enough to damage me for my whole life. Honestly, checking, that and snakes on a plane, between those two, I'm always checking a toilet before I sit down. At the bathtub makes me nervous. What's behind the drain? Like, what could fall out of an air vent? I don't know what's in there. What could fit in the walls? It's terrible. Never mind if you're out in an actual lake. I stay close to the other person that made me go. Even in kayaking, I stay close enough to the shore. I wanted to see the bottom, if that was possible. Yeah. Terrifying what lives in the water. Because we do get sharks. We do have whales coming in. I don't think there's got to be something in the Great Lakes down in the middle. I don't know. People have swam it. But at the same time, a boat was near them. I don't know. Okay, I've been trying to stall. It's 29. What's okay? It's gonna be 30 minutes and 3 seconds to 1. All right, everybody, I'm bailing. This is a fail. I'm gonna go back in and call this dragon fail, and just leave a note in the description of the episode that I'll just do a retry tomorrow. I'm going to reboot my computer now. That's going to take some time. It's always very finicky. It takes me a lot of tries and time before it actually turns itself on. I mean, I bought something within my price range because we knew there was a risk of it being like discontinued because of problems. So we know what those problems are now. But I mean, it's brought me this far. So until my budget changes, I'm hoping for good news. We shall see. This is what it is. So, almost 31 minutes in. Everybody, this is Venus Callida. I'm so very sorry. This kind of sucks. I suck. I deserve you ignoring me right now. I'm going to end this stream. I'm signing off, and I will see you sometime tomorrow at random. I'll pre-post it, though, once I figure out what I'm going to be doing. Look for it around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll tell you what time. Probably 8 o'clock at night. I don't want it to be too late. But that's if I'm home on time. If I'm not, it'll be 10. But I will pre-post it for you guys to know last minute. Of course. Sometime, yeah. Sometime around 4 or 5. I'll give you guys a heads up. Alright. Keep an eye out for me on my random Harry Potter spurts. This week while people are casting spells at me. I may be popping in on schedule on a regular basis. Alright, bye everybody. I'm so sorry. I'm going to put in Dragon Fail and then I'll